Hi you guys, it's Ruby back again with another Vegas buffet video. We have not been to Bacchanal since it reopened about a year ago. Since then, I've been hearing some mixed things from you guys. Some of you guys said the quality went downhill or that it's not worth the hefty price tag. So I decided we better come back, do another review, and see if I recommend it to you guys or not. We better get going. Okay guys, just got seated at Bacchanal. Now, this is a buffet that takes reservations, and typically you can take them like 2 to 3 weeks in advance. We didn't make one. I joined the wait list. It took about 40 minutes. It was really chaotic. I did go up and inquire like how much longer, and they let us in, so take that for what you will. Now, we paid $60 each. Bacchanal is $80 typically, and when I asked why the discount, they said the Asian section and the Mediterranean section are closed. So at least they discounted about $20. The seafood section is still open and the carving section is still open. Those are kind of the most important parts. We'll see how they are, but I am sad there's no sushi. Let's see what they have to offer and how it is. All right, let's try this. Barbecue oysters. Ooh, I want this. Seared ahi. That looks delicious. See? We had this turmeric octopus and this was amazing last time, so let's get that. I'm gonna need another plate immediately. All right, let's get a couple of shrimpies. They have snow crab legs. Holy bananas, those are huge. Yeah.
Get
like everybody else.
Looks so good.
Oh my god, they do. Okay, we'll try the lobster claws while we're at it. They're pretty massive. Wow, okay. Okay guys, we started at the seafood section. That's a huge part of this buffet. It's very different from when we first came here a year ago. No more raw oysters. I didn't see the raw scallops anymore. They've kind of replaced a lot of the stuff. I'm going to start with these other things before I get to the raw bar section. So this is that seared tuna. This is new. This was not here last time. It looks absolutely delicious. Let's give it a shot. It's got a good flavor. It's nothing like crazy, like nothing's standing out amazing. It's perfectly cooked, but not a ton of like crazy seasoning or anything on that. Let's try the oyster. Now, like I said, I'm kind of disappointed. I did not see any raw oysters. I didn't see any raw scallop, but they had these barbecue oysters. So I'll try this. They're cooked. I would have liked to see the raw oysters. They were there last time. Let's see how it is. It's good. Ooh. It's spicy. Oh, it's super spicy. Holy smokes. Barbecue's not normally like crazy spicy. That was really hot. I prefer a raw oyster to a cooked oyster. That's me personally. Those are both okay. Let us try the octopus. This was on the buffet last time. I remember this being the most tender piece of octopus I'd ever tried, so I'm really excited to see if it maintained that. I know this was here last time. The curry sauce with it is incredible. A little cilantro, no, parsley on the top. A little parsley on the top. It is like tender, flavorful, incredible. That octopus is still killing it. Super glad that's still here because it was absolutely delicious the last time we had it, and that was a year ago, and I remember it being that good. Let's try the raw bar. I know this is why you guys are here. I mean, this is why most people are here. Pretty much everyone I saw is literally filling their plates with just raw crab legs. I didn't get any clarified butter. I know you guys are at me in the comments, but I want to see how the meat tastes without being covered in butter. The snow crab is sweet. It's delicious, super flavorful. I mean, yeah, if you come here and just keep eating crab legs, like you're definitely gonna get your money's worth, and they're really good quality crab legs. So I'm definitely not mad at the snow crab. I do love snow crab. Let's try the lobster claw. I don't remember there being lobster when I was here last. I'm not as big a lobster fan as I am a crab fan. I prefer crab to lobster. But let's try how the lobster meat is. There's a ton of meat in the claw. I just personally feel like lobster doesn't taste as sweet and delicious as snow crab. You have to dunk it in a ton of butter for it to taste good versus snow crab legs. Both are really exceptional quality. So if you're coming for the raw bar, like those two things will not let you down. They had other things on the raw bar like prawns and things that weren't totally to my taste, but they are there. Mr. Ruby, it's time for the shrimp test. Mr. Ruby is our shrimp tester. I do not like shrimp. He's gonna let us know how the shrimp is on the raw bar. We are getting a huge nod of approval. We're getting like a delicious in his face.
It's very good.
It's very good. So, overall, the raw bar is getting a huge seal of approval. As far as the other cooked things on the seafood side, that octopus is still as delicious as it was when we were here the first time. The other things, I could take or leave. Let's finish this. Me and Mr. Ruby always share. We will not waste anything. And then we will try the carving meats, because that's the next important thing. Okay, thank you. Church pork rib. Yes, please, please. Oven roasted turkey. Thank you. Truffle roasted, yes, please. Truffle roasted chicken. Let's get that. Thank you. Gorgeous. Okay. Smoked fish. Horseradish, ranch, buttermilk, smoked fish, potato salad. That's interesting. Okay, brisket. Oh my god. Steamship. Thank you. Prime rib. Oh my god. Turn the plate for him. Yay, thank you. And tri-tip. Holy bonanza. Thank you. On this plate, there is brisket, prime rib, steamship. Over here I move my beef ribs. There's pork ribs, turkey, chicken, and a smoked fish potato salad. I'm actually having trouble remembering everything he just piled onto my plate. It's overwhelming. This is brisket for sure, so we're gonna start there. This is a lot of meats. Wow, that's absolutely delicious. Absolutely freaking delicious. Wow. Okay, strong start. I think this is my steamship. I freaking love steamship. Let's try it, see how it is. Both of the last two meats I just ate completely fall apart in your mouth. Incredibly tender. Both were perfectly seasoned and seasoned to fit their particular meat. Salty and savory, but not over salty. Neither was like crazy heavy, but just like absolutely delicious cuts of meat. My favorites are absolutely the brisket and the steamship, but those are the two cuts of meat that I prefer anyway. The brisket in particular is just literally falling apart on the plate. This entire plate of meat was exceptional. If you're a meat eater and you're coming to fill up on every piece of red meat you can, they've got you. Let's try this plate. So he gave me some beef rib as well. He asked if I wanted some beef rib. Let's just try it. They're doing a really excellent job with seasoning their meat. Everything that they're seasoning is just absolutely delicious. Everything is perfectly prepared. The meats are absolutely killing the game. This is their pork rib. I really want to try this as well. Let's see how this one is. Right away, I'm getting that mildly sweet, spicy kind of flavor. Almost like a barbecue, but a little bit sweeter. And it's good. But the sauce is super overpowering on the meat, and after having all those delicious meats just on their own with no sauce, nothing, it kind of gives something to be desired. I would almost skip that one. Go for all the red meat because it was really delicious. I probably should have started with white meat, huh guys? Let's try the turkey. Turkey is one of my favorite meats, so let's see if it lets me down or not. The turkey's a little dry, guys. Turkey's kind of the true test. Like, the turkey tends to be dry at buffets. You can just kind of tell, but let's try this chicken. This is a truffle chicken, so I'm really curious. I am not gonna bother trying to cut this. I'm just gonna bite it, so sorry. The truffle flavor really comes through. The roasted chicken is incredibly tender. That's delicious. I still don't think you should bother. I think you should just go straight to red meat, personally. Between the turkey and the chicken, I'm definitely team chicken, which usually is not the case. Okay, I'm really curious about this potato salad that Mr. Ruby wanted to try. Smoked fish potato salad with horseradish and buttermilk. None of those are my favorite things. Let's see how this goes. All I'm primarily getting is potato salad with a heavy sprinkling of dill. Like a strong bit of dill in there. So if you were to just eat crab legs and red meat, I think you would get your money's worth right then and there. But there's a lot of other offerings. We will give those all a shot after we finish this up. Oh, we gotta get an El Pastor. That's an absolute must. Oh, there's plantains back there. Immediate, yes. The chili torritos. Chilies? Okay, this looks delicious. And a duck carnita quesadilla. Don't want one. A little plate would be good, thank you. Thank you. We stopped at the Mexican section, so let me show you guys. El Pastor taco. This is a duck carnita. These are little homemade tacos that they had spinning on that little rotator. Some fried plantains. This is a chili tortilla. I'm so sorry, please don't make fun of my Spanish. I'm gonna start with the El Pastor taco because this was there when they opened. I remember that. It looks really good. Oh, it tastes really good, you guys. There's some radish in here, some cilantro, and a little bit of onion, which is making it really fresh. Pastor is like fatty and meaty, super seasoned, super delicious. That is a darn good taco. I feel like we've done a lot of buffets at this point. You guys know that usually the Mexican section lets me down, but man, that was really good. Let's see how the duck carnita does. There's a little bit of avocado on the top, so we're gonna get a little bit of that, a little bit of the avocado. Let's try it. That one's a little heavier. The duck is super gamey. I like gamey duck. I won't say I don't, but I feel like the Pastor taco is better balanced. Like the radish and the onion was kind of giving a fresh note. The avocado is just giving a creaminess, but with the gaminess, I feel like we needed something a little lighter. So between those two, definitely Team Pastor. Let's try these cute little tacos that they were making fresh. These look so delicious. I don't even think he said what kind of meat this was. It looks like beef, to be totally honest. But let's just see. Beef taco. Bacchanal knows how to do beef. It's here with this corn tortilla that they've kind of like crisped up, so it's crunchy. Got that fried taste. This is incredibly delicious. Those are my favorites so far. Very simple. It's just like beef and taco, but wow, is that good. All right, let's try this chili little torta. So sorry that I can't pronounce this. I've got a little of everything on here. I can't tell if it's Guajillo chilies or what kind of chilies are there, but the smokiness is super present in this one. And the tortilla is like very crispy. This one's got such a beautiful flavor from that chili sauce. Ooh, that's really good too. I mean, everything in the Mexican section has been delicious, which is not something I normally say. Usually the Mexican section is super skippable. But here at Bacchanal, I feel like I want to eat all of these things. They're really appetizing. Plantains are so freaking good, you guys. I love plantains, and I'm sure these are going to be no exception. Super delicious. All right. I enjoyed everything here. I think my favorite might be the chili dish or those little homemade spinning beef ones. Those were really good. They were all delicious. I think you can't go wrong in the Mexican station. All right, I gotta try one of these. Wow. It's a crispy chicken with a harsh barbecue rub. Truffle mashed potatoes. Yes. This is a lobster macaroni and cheese. Wow. Yep. Here. Nashville hot Kenpachi collar. I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna eat it. Spoon bread, yes. And then these train wreck barbecue fries. What? All right, guys, I'm slowing down. A lot of what's left is like carbs. Let me show you what we picked out. A lobster macaroni and cheese. A spoon bread, looks amazing. This is called a Kenpachi collar. I am totally out of my depth. I don't know what that is, just to be honest. a barbecue wing, and some truffle mashed potatoes. And then we have the barbecue train wreck fries. There's so many offerings at Bacchanal, you guys. You can't eat everything. You have to know that going in. You're not going to be able to try everything. Let's try some of this stuff. This Kankachi collar, I'm totally out of my depth. I don't know what this is. It looks like a piece of fish. I truly do not know. I'm just going to try it and let you guys know how it is. Yeah, it's definitely fish. It tastes like fried fish. Nothing special. I'm not a fried fish person. I'd rather have raw fish. I am going to try this lobster macaroni. This looks absolutely delicious. Wow. In the first bite, I got a bit of lobster. It really came through. When lobsters mix into things, I actually like it a lot better than just plain lobster because I feel like it gets sweeter. There's more flavor to it because it's mixed in with other ingredients. The cheese in here is really strong. But right away, first bite, lobster. That's delicious. That's really great. I liked that a lot. Let's try this truffle mash. The textures of everything have been perfect. Flavors are coming through like they're supposed to. Like, I have no complaints really so far. In your face truffle seasoning. The mashed potatoes are like super pureed, super whipped. You're getting like a really heavy cream base. You can tell these are like, they're really bad for you, really good mashed potatoes. And they were heavy on the truffle, which they should be. If you're a truffle person, you want a lot of truffle. I need that funky truffle taste. It's not to everybody's taste, but it's definitely to mine. As if I needed any more meat on this plate. They had wings and they had flats, and I gotta try the flats. I'm gonna have meat sweats terrible tonight, but let's give this a shot. I bit straight to the bone. Came off super clean. Their rub, it's delicious. Strong, like heavy cayenne, but it's got brown sugar that's like rounding it out. So you get hit with that like heat in the back of your throat, but then there's that like sweetness rounding it out. Paprika kind of in the middle to balance that. Ooh, that's a darn good wing. I wish I'd have known those existed before I ate like an entire plate of red meat. Those are so good. Wow, okay. I'm gonna try a little spoon bread, aka basically cornbread for the most part. Seeing some corn in here, like big pieces. Ooh, yummy. They put cheese and there's jalapenos in here. So it's sweet, but then you get that like cheddar cheese rounding it out and then a little kick from the jalapeno. It's not like super hot jalapeno, but the flavor like comes at you right away, right at the start. God, the carb dishes are all really good too, you guys. I mean, so far, have I even complained about anything? I don't think anything's been like bad. Nothing's been bad, honestly. It's all been very good. All right, let's try these crazy fries. This just kind of looks like fries to me. I mean, there's like a little bit of barbecue on it, but they taste like good French fries, but I mean, with everything else on offer, I'm not gonna tell you to order the French fries. I'm gonna eat them, but I wouldn't tell you to order them. We're gonna finish this off, but we're really getting full, so I think it might be time to just try some dessert, you guys. All right, yes, to the macaron. We'll get one. She looks delicious. Bananas Foster cream pie, yay! Ooh, that looks so good.
Oh my God, look at this.
Fruity Pebbles Panna Cotta. Stop it, look at that. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Confetti coconut cake, that's gorgeous. Oh my God, an ube chiffon. Ooh, thank you. Can we get the strawberry cheesecake? Oh my gosh, look at that.
Anything else?
Oh no, just that one, thank you. Here, we're gonna get you the cheesecake because that's your fave. Oh, we have way too many. And then creme brulee, absolutely. 100%, okay. The dessert selection is overwhelming as all get out. There are so many amazing looking choices. This is Bananas Foster. This is the Fruity Pebbles Panna Cotta that Mr. Ruby is so excited about. A beautiful coconut chiffon. This is an ube cake. I love ube. I also got a strawberry cheesecake gelato. We got the creme brulee, some cheesecake, and a little macaron. This is the Bananas Foster. They're so beautifully displayed, like gorgeously done. They're so nice. That's really good. It's a light custard flavor. The banana tastes real. It doesn't taste like a faux banana. The caramel sauce on top is really delicate. It's a really light dessert, nothing crazy. That's nice. I do like it. Passing them off to Mr. Ruby as I go. All right, let's try the Fruity Pebbles panna cotta because I know Mr. Ruby is losing it over this. The panna cotta is pretty light. I think it'll pair well with the Fruity Pebble flavor.
Can we get another water, please? Thank you. You're welcome.
It tastes like you're eating a thickened bowl of Fruity Pebbles, which I think Mr. Ruby's gonna absolutely love. I could take it or leave it personally. It literally tastes like Fruity Pebbles with like cream. There's not a whole lot else going on there, but it's okay. I think it was more exciting when you saw it than anything. All right, let's try this coconut chiffon. This is gorgeous. This is a stunning piece of cake. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's light and airy. Very mild coconut flavor, super mild. Mostly just like a light, beautiful, delicate cake. Here's the thing with their desserts. These desserts are all super delicate, super light. You can kind of keep eating them. They're also a little forgettable. I've had 3 so far, and I'm like, eh. Let's try the ube, because that's not a super forgettable thing. Ube is like a purple sweet potato. It's used in a lot of desserts. It's a really fun ingredient. It's beautifully presented. The purple is just gorgeous. That's what the plant looks like naturally. Yeah, that's lovely. Ube has like a very mild earthiness. It's like a sweet potato, but less sweet, if that makes sense. It gives her a really light, beautiful dessert. Out of these so far, that one's my favorite. It's just really gentle and sweet and nice. I'm gonna try this gelato and then pass it to Mr. Ruby because it is strawberry cheesecake flavored and that's his favorite flavor ever. Oh, the gelato is good. Ooh, the gelato is good. Okay. I'm an ice cream girl though. Yeah, he's nodding also. I'm an ice cream girl. I would skip everything else and just get like 4 flavors of ice cream and just finish up my meal that way because that's really yummy. Yeah, Mr. Ruby is inhaling it right now. So the ube dessert and the strawberry gelato so far are kicking butt. But I saved a few of our favorites for last. I'm gonna try the macaron. I think this might be a butterscotch. They didn't have them named, they were just assorted. But let's give it a shot. Macaron are really difficult to make. I've made them, I've taught them in classes to teach people how to make them. They're difficult. These look absolutely gorgeous. It's perfectly executed. Macaron have a crispy, crunchy outside, a chewy, tender inside. Super light. None of these desserts are overwhelming in flavor. And I think that's what it was last time as well. And I think it's so you can eat more. They know you're gonna like go and grab 75 of them because they're so gorgeous. Nods to their pastry chefs on that because these are really stunning to look at. But they're very mild, they're very delicate. None of them are super sweet other than the gelato. All right, let's try the cheesecake. Cheesecake is usually our favorite. It's kind of hard to screw up. That is the least sweet cheesecake I've ever had. And it's funny because they had a no sugar added section that had cheesecake and this was in the regular section. And this tastes like there's no sugar in it at all. I feel like we've talked about creme brulee before, you guys. The sugar on here is already caramelized, which means it's probably not crunchy and crispy, which is the whole point of creme brulee. But creme brulee is really difficult to make in mass production, which is why Wicked Spoon won an award because they just put crunchies on top, which is genius. Let's try it. There's a couple crispy crunchies. They're still there. There's a couple. But it should be like, you know, a crack. Let's see how the actual creme brulee is. This should be incredibly rich. This should be like the most rich thing I've ever eaten. It's too light. Creme brulee should be like incredibly dense and incredibly heavy and you can barely eat it. This is super light. I think this is all by design. I know they're doing it on purpose so you can eat more of them and you don't waste a lot, but Of them, the ube and the gelato. I wouldn't worry about any of the rest. I would focus on the savory section and just round off with some ice cream. Okay, you guys, so has Bacchanal dropped in quality? No. Everything we ate was delicious. Now, I wasn't sure if I should still do the review with 2 stations being closed, but that's honestly what happened when we were here. And we saved 20 bucks because they discounted the buffet. I don't think I would have been able to eat any more regardless. Is it worth it? If you love seafood, the crab legs were incredible. They also had them steamed for those of you who like that, but the snow crab legs were exceptional. And the meats were perfection. So if that's the kind of stuff you're gonna eat, this will be worth it for you. If not, I don't think you'll get your money's worth. Also, make sure you have a reservation. Our wait time was a total fluke. You will be waiting for hours if you don't have a reservation. And if you don't like crowds, this buffet is insane. So keep that in mind. There are so many people coming in here. Either way, I thought the food was great and I loved our meal. If that sounds up your alley, you guys will like it too. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope to see you all in my next buffet review.